This week's Mindespresso is about money, or specifically the scripts you have or the beliefs you have about money. Now, Kansas researchers in 2011 did a very large study to try to understand where do money beliefs get in our way. And they ended up with 4 big buckets, 3 of which can really lead to bad problems. The 4th one, problems are a little bit less, but also to keep an eye on. Now, the way to think about this is your money beliefs or your money stories or scripts impact every decision that you make in your life, and they have a profound effect even outside of your financial position, right? Because these scripts are driving the bus for many of us, and we were handed our scripts from our parents or from circumstances from our youth. So let's go down from the top first, best first. The one money story that they found that was prevalent is a vigilant money story where you need to protect your money. Now, good in that these people tend to hold on to their money longer and have less problems with money, but bad in that they tend to operate with a lot of anxiety and they don't enjoy their money as much. Still, probably preferable to the next 3 money scripts. The avoidant money script, which is, I believe that money is bad or that I don't deserve money. I actually had this belief when I worked on Wall Street for a little bit that money was corrupting people and bad. I tried to stay away from it. I thought it was a trap. Not so much did. But if you look at the avoidant money script, it comes in association with a couple behaviors you want to keep an eye out. Hoarding, workaholism, excessive buying, enabling, denial, and people who are avoidant also tend to worship money and have status beliefs about money as well, and they bring their own problems. And again, the key here is awareness, and to ask your question, if you're avoidant, how has that impacted my decisions, positively and negatively? And then write out what those are, and then be aware that you're bringing that avoidant perspective into your money issues so that you can look at your decisions through that lens of avoidance. The next one is worship. I believe that money will solve my problems. The money worshipers. And by the way, money worshipers, that's a top level belief about money or script about money. You could worship money and have avoidance, some level of vigilance. You can have all of these. So the worshipers, they believe that money will solve their problems. But look at the correlation. This money worship is aligned with hoarding, workaholism, dependence, enabling, denial, and excessive buying and purchasing. The last one is where money is status, where my self-worth is my net worth. If you have this money script, right, you're constantly looking at money as your proxy for success in life. And here we see these correlated behaviors of dependence, excessive buying, and infidelity. So how do you use all this? Well, number one, know that these beliefs, right, have formed many of us from our parents or traumatic things that happened in our life. 2, those beliefs impact all parts of our lives, not just our financial part of our life. And number 3, awareness. And asking yourself the question, where do my decisions go awry if I'm avoidant, or if I worship money, or if I'm using my money as my status? What bad decisions does that lead to me making? And then how can I, looking at that, try to make some better decisions? But the first step is awareness, and I wasn't really, but the first step is awareness and knowing what money scripts you are operating off of. Then how does it negatively impact decisions, and how can you rewrite your scripts given that you're not living in your parents' situation, right? Even though they gave you your money beliefs for the most part, or situations gave you your money beliefs, those are probably not your present circumstance. So what choices would you make now that you're not living in that parent situation or that previous situation? So that is this week's Mindespresso on money. I believe it's a very underappreciated area because it drives a lot of our choices in life and puts us in good and bad situations. So vigilant, avoidance, worshiping money, and money as status are the big money scripts to be aware of, and that is this week's Mindespresso.